Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Project Dirty Drifter. Today we're going to take another look at Project Dirty Drifter. This time not much has changed on the outside from the last time you saw her, but let's take a look under the body. Speaking of the body, it's now painted black on the inside. I originally painted it orange and backed it with white, and decided to go ahead and paint it black now, so whenever you look at the car you can't see the white through the windows and wheel wells. The car now has some electronics in it. Now these are not top-of-the-line electronics, these are just basic electronics. Some would even call them outdated, but they're electronics I had laying around in storage from past projects, past cars, that this was a good time to break them out and use them on this good budget style build. Speaking of budget, I bought this car originally for 25 bucks. I bought the wheels and tires for another 10. So that means right now, not counting the price of the parts I had in storage, I'm at $35 in on this car. That's not bad for a little drifter. Okay, electronics. Of course, for receiver, I have this HPI RX1 basic receiver. This came with a Nitro RS4, as did this SX1 servo right here. This is not a massive high-powered digital metal geared servo, but it turns the wheels, so that's what we need, right? Okay, controlling the motor, I have an old Moped V16R ESC. Back in the day, this was a good little cheap ESC for a crawler, and that's what this came out of. Now it's serviceable in here. Speaking of this ESC, it does not have a LiPo cutoff. I do run LiPos though. So over here on the battery brace, I have a little LiPo alarm mounted. The upside is this little cheap alarm right here is very bright, the LED readout on it, so I can read it through the windshield easily. And this alarm is very loud, so. I've ran these before on trail rigs, whenever running a speed controller with a non-LiPo cutoff, and I've also ran this on my monster truck, which, my Cloudbuster, which runs a Novak Super Rooster. Also does not have a LiPo cutoff. So these work very well. Motor-wise, an old Speed Gem Sapphire. Had this laying around the box. I believe it's a 16-turn double. And I had an old heatsink in the parts box. I threw it on there too. This car will not be seeing great speeds, but the motor will be working hard, keeping the wheels spinning. So decided to go ahead and throw that on there to keep things cool. And as you can tell from the tires, I have ran this around the shop. I just couldn't resist it. And it is a blast. A little tricky to get the hang of because, like I said, this is my first drifter. But good fun. So there you have it. Here's Project Dirty Drifter. This has been a fun little project to throw together. I had to throw it together though because, well, kind of needed a drift car. A local business has opened up an indoor crawl course, and to go along with their indoor crawling course, they have also thrown in a drift course. Grand opening of it is coming up here in just a couple of days, so I've got this thrown together just in time to show up and give it a try. I'll be taking my Project Cheap Bolt, we'll be taking our other Studio Deadbolt out, and we'll be taking the drift car down to play with. I'm kind of curious how well this is going to go, because like I said, I have not drifted before, so this should be an unholy mess, to be honest about it. But we'll give it a try. Let's see how drifting went.
Down the street, fly
And this brings us to the end of the 3-part Dirty Drifter series. This has been great fun. This car has been awesome. It's been a complete and total blast. The whole point of this build-up was I wanted to build a drift car for cheap. And I think we've accomplished this here. I am $35 in on this car, if you don't count the electronics I had laying around. Those were the chassis and the wheels. So not a bad investment overall. What did I learn? I learned, since this is my first time messing with Red Cats, it's actually not a bad product. I kind of liked it. I kind of want to take a look at some of their off-road vehicles now. Well, maybe that'll happen in the future. We'll wait and see. I also learned that drifting, as I expected, is very hard. It takes a lot of finesse and a lot of control and a lot of practice. I still have a lot more practice to do, but yeah, I'm getting there. So for this car, she's pretty well done. Only thing I might do to it in the future is change the body up on it, because like I said, this body I've had for a long time. I love the way it looks all sticker bombed up, but I think I'd really like to have a Silvia on it, or maybe a 300ZX. So if you've been thinking about maybe building a drift car and just hadn't bit the bullet yet, I say do it. I mean, it's just a total blast. Maybe get some friends into it, get some practice in, and get some tandem drifting going on. So I thank you for watching. If you have any questions, post them up down below. Make sure you hit that like button, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future updates. And happy RCing.